Good morning, students. So, this is class 12th, subject Business Studies, chapter 4, Planning, lecture number 3. Dear students, in this lecture, we will study about limitations of planning. So, let's start. Limitations of planning. There are so many limitations of planning. So, first one under the limitations of planning is planning leads to rigidity. What do you mean by it? It means that plans is drawn with specific targets within the specific time period. Fine. Once the plans are drawn, the manager may not be able to change them. So, it means rigidity. Fine. It may not be in the best interest of the organization when circumstances change. So, once the plans have drawn, the managers should not change the plan. It means planning leads to rigidity. For an example, Rakesh runs a grocery store in Raipur. As per an understanding, he used to proceed the stock of the goods from the outstation suppliers every fortnight. However, during the time of demonetization, the demand for consumer goods had reduced, but the suppliers refused to change the pre-orders proportionately. So, as a result, Rakesh had to suffer huge losses. Fine. So, it means planning leads to rigidity. Fine. Our next point is planning may not work in a dynamic environment. Planning may not work in a dynamic environment as the organization has to constantly adapt itself to changes. Despite the best of the plans drawn, there is always an element of uncertainty which exists as through planning everything cannot be foreseen. This is due to the fact that business environment is dynamic in nature and no condition is permanent. In business environment, nothing is permanent. Everything is dynamic in nature. So the businessman has to cope up with the dynamic environment, whatever is there in the organization. For an example, the consumer durable sector in Kerala, which accounts for about 10% of the national market with sale of 3,000 crore, was badly hit by floods during the peak Onam season. As a result, the retail sales reduced by 40%, leading to unexpected losses for the marketers. So it means that we have already done planning, but it could not work in dynamic environment. It could not work in changing environment. Fine. So first of all, planning leads to rigidity, means whatever the plans we have made, we have decided we should not change it. Planning may not work in dynamic environment as the environment changes and we have already planned for something. So our planning will not work in that type of environment. That is dynamic. Fine. Our next feature is planning reduces creativity. As it is mostly done by top management, rest of the members just carry out orders and think on the same lines as others. These are neither allowed to deviate from plans nor they are permitted to act on their own. So they have to accept whatever the plans are already made by top management. So their initiative or creativity get lost. Fine. So it reduces creativity. Next one is planning involves huge cost. Planning involves huge cost in terms of time and money. Sometimes cost incurred may not justify the benefit derived from the plan. Sometimes whatever the cost we have spent on the particular product could not justify the benefit derived from the plan. So it involves huge cost. Our next point is planning is a time consuming process. In order to formulate suitable plans, the managers need to spend great deal of time in conducting research, analyzing data and interpreting results. So, as a result, sometimes there is not much time left for their implementation, which may make planning a futile exercise. Fine. So basically it is a time consuming process. It takes so much time to plan for a particular product to produce. Fine. Our sixth point is planning does not guarantee success. Sometimes the some plan, if used again, may not lead to the desired result due to changes in the circumstances. Suppose we have already made a plan and we have applied that plan in some circumstances, and now after 1 month the circumstances change, so the plan that have already made by us 1 month back will not work in this environment. As the circumstances change, we have to change plan as well, but we cannot change plan as planning is a rigid exercise. Fine. So in that case it does not guarantee success. Fine. So planning tends to false sense of security among the managers, as they may feel that just because of a plan has worked before, it will work again. Fine. So basically planning is time consuming process and it does not guarantee success as well, unless it is translated into action. Managers have to have a tendency to means depend on previously tried and tested plans, which may create a false sense of security and lead to failure. Fine. So these all were the limitations of planning. Now we will see the difference between single use plan and standing plans. What do you mean by single use plan and standing plan? First of all, single use plan. Single use plan is developed for a one time event or project, as we can see here. Such a course of action means such a task is not likely to be repeated in the future. Means that single use plans are for known recurring situations. Fine. For example, budget and project. Project may sometime be of only one day, such as organizing a seminar or conference. So the duration of single use plan may depend upon the type of the project. It may be a week, it may be a month. A project may sometimes be of one day only, as we can see here, such as organizing a seminar or conference. Fine. Suppose we have made some budget, definitely that budget is for particular that time period or that year that we have made. Fine. And project, suppose we have made some project to organize a seminar or conference, so we can use it single time. Fine. So single use plans means that is developed for one time event or project. Now standing plan. Standing plan is used for the activities that occur regularly over a period of time. That occur regularly over a period of time means that standing plans are used over and over again, and it is usually developed once, but it is modified from time to time to meet business requirements. They are saying single use plan once made and once used only. Single use plan we have to use only one time, but standing plan is used for the activities that occur regularly over a period of time. So basically standing plans are used again and again. Fine. And if we want to modify it, standing plan, we can modify it according to the requirement of the business time to time. For example, policies, procedures, methods and rules. So understood the difference between single use and standing plan? Single use plans are developed for one time, and standing plans are used for again and again. So standing plans are also known as repeat use plan. Fine. As we can say, opposite of single use plan. Single use plan use one time, and standing plan are used on repeatedly way. Fine. And we can change the standing plan according to the requirement of the business time to time. For an example, policies, procedures, methods, and rules. Fine. So now your homework is, you have to learn limitations of planning along with the difference between single use plan and standing plan, and write it in your prayer notebook as well.